Hello, welcome back. I'm RealCopStoriesVideos.com. 380 cop stories. You're on that site right now if you're listening to me. I have gross alerts. Please look them all up. Tell your friends. They're my babies. In addition to that, we have over 200 question and answers. So if you want to ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com and I'll answer you directly, and then I'll put it on video for now. Okay. One of the questions came in about strange court cases, and I want to explain some things that happen behind the scenes. You won't see this on television. But here's some of the defense attorney stuff. These are pretty clean here. This is pretty simple stuff. I'm working narcotics. It's like, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My partner's driving. He's got like 3 years on me. I've got 14, 15 on. He's got like 17 on. We're both narcs. Playing car. Most people know who we are anyway. So we're down in an area, a Hispanic area, and driving on the right-hand side of the street. And this is important. Consider it important. And we're going, towards the camera. And we see 2 guys walking on this side. And one guy's got his hand like this. He's got something in it. Plastic sticking out. Okay. Who walks like this? Okay. Unless you're a Lego, you walk like this, right? Okay. So hands closed. Okay, so we see that, and of course we're both narcs. This is what we do for a living. Okay? So my partner goes, look at that. I see it. So he slowly crosses over the wrong side of the street, quietly, because they're going to run. And comes up he's on the wrong side of the street now, coming down along the curb. And so he says, I'll let you know. Okay, fine. I got the door cracked. And so what he was going to do is he's going to pull right next to him, because if you come up too short, they got room to run. If you pass them, then they're behind you. You don't want to do that. So right next to you, you put it in park, and they won't see the car until they actually look over. And casually look over. There's a car here, and it's us. So he goes, I had the door open. We're slowing down. I got the door open. I got it all the way open. Now, and so as I jump out, he speeds up a little bit, and he's right next to him, stops the car, and of course they look over and they see us, and whoa, whoa! So the guy goes like that, and it's a bag of methamphetamines, okay, a bunch of pills. He throws in the air. By the time he throws it and starts to run, I'm already in front of that car, and I tackle him. Down we go. I look up and I see my partner running, and he tackles that guy. Okay, so I'm on him. He's a little Latino guy. I'm a big guy. So when I tackled him, I pretty much knocked the wind out of him. They don't teach you this, but they actually tell you this at the academy. When you're going to chase someone and you're going to tackle them, don't get hurt. And we're all going, what does it mean don't get hurt? Use them as a cushion as you go down, okay? No, that's not an official rule book. It's not an official manual that you're going to use a suspect as a cushion when you tackle him, but they tell you just verbally. That way you save yourself from being hurt. Sometimes you knock the wind out of him. Sometimes you pop a rib. All bad things can happen to him, and he's going to stop what he's doing, and that way he won't bite you, shoot you, or cut you. Sounds good to me. Okay, I always did that. I would grab them, and I'd just make sure, kind of like tripping somebody. When you walk, when you're in high school, you trip somebody's feet, you hit the foot behind him, and he falls, and everybody laughs. Well, I do that. I trip them, then they go to fall, and I grab them. Can't just let him go. You have to keep him in custody. So as he's going down, I grab him, and I just basically ride him down. And at that time I was like 225, and my whole weight is on his lower back and chest area. Sometimes a rib goes. Who knows? Okay. So I tackle this guy. I hear the old, and I'm yelling in Spanish, because I need to see he's Latino. So put your hands behind your back. So who are you guys? Oh, he knows who we are. Why would you throw a bag and run? Okay, we're not gang members. We weren't driving a lowered Chevy. We're driving a Plymouth, crying out loud. And it's a white guy is my partner. I'm light-complected Mexican. So 2 white guys driving in a Hispanic area. We're not gang members. Or they said in court we ran because we were afraid. That's a good excuse. Say it all the time. So anyway, so now here's the arrest. So we hook him up. I go back, and the bag's laying on the curb. I pick it up. The other guy had a warrant. He didn't have any pills, so we take them both. And good little pop. We get a guy with a warrant, and this guy's got about, I don't know how many, bunch of methamphetamine, probably about 30 pills or 40 pills. Okay, they're dealing, obviously. He is. Okay, so now it's done. Clean case. Tell our boss, sounds good. Everything okay? Yeah. I told him what I did. So he talking to the guy, you hurt? No, I'm okay. Make sure he's all right. We took him in, checked him out anyway, just to make sure. We're not sadist here. Just to make sure he's okay. The doctor's going, you're fine. Okay, get out, book him, get him out of here. Okay, fine. Okay. So everything's fine. Get a subpoena. Okay. 2 weeks away. Preliminary hearing. Here we go. This is what I'm telling you about. Go to the hearing. Come in there. Again, city attorney, district attorney now, because it's a felony. He could just smile on his face. I started checking it. Oh, excellent. I go, what's he talking about? Okay. This is around the time I told you the other video where the city attorney goes, you're Latin. Okay, that's what he said. Oh my gosh, you're Hispanic. And I go, and now I'm getting a little cocky. Okay. A little side thing here. Okay, so I have time. they came out with a survey back when I was in patrol. I had about, this was about the late 70s. And they wanted the racial breakdown of the department. And the only line that pertained to us was Hispanic. And they had other. And I worked a Latin division. So we're at roll call, 30 or 40 of us. And I'm going, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not Hispanic. I'm not of Hispania. That was a running joke. No some country is Hispania. It's a made-up politically control. It's a made-up politically correct name for us. So I put other, Mexican. Of course, our captain, who was Latino, did the same thing. We didn't know that. All the other officers did. So all these guys are calling, you can't do that. It's not, you should be Hispanic. And I'm calling, I'm not Hispanic. I don't know, sorry. Well, what are we going to do? I don't know. Call a commanding officer. He did. Commanding officer says, I'm not Hispanic either. Talk to the boss. The boss says, I'm not Hispanic, I'm Mexican. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. So they're all excited. Oh, and I tell the DA, well, I'm not really Hispanic. He goes, what do you mean? I said, I'm a Mexican, okay? Oh, you know what I mean? No, counselor. I said, there's no such country as Hispania. And he goes, well, that's your terminology, not mine. This is the department. I don't agree with that. He goes, yeah, that's kind of weird. I said, well, I'm just telling you, okay, fine. Was it okay if I use Mexican in trial? Yes. This is all right. What am I, Scandinavian? They're from Norway? Come on, Anyway, so he's all excited because he thought it'd be a racial thing. Okay, fine. So here we go. Get my testimony, what I told you. Exactly what happened. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here's your defense. And I have an attorney friend of mine. And I tell him, do you guys, on the side note, when you graduate from law school, before you get your diploma, do they hand you a book? This is a book called Make Up Shit. Okay? He goes, what are you talking about? I said, they give you a book, don't they? He goes, no, they don't. I said, you know what? I know they do. He goes, what do you mean? I know they give you this book because every attorney in court I've ever seen opens up that book and makes shit up. So if they all have it, then you're getting issued that book when you graduate, right? He goes, come on. I said, I'm just telling you. Why is it everybody uses it? Because you guys all have that book. He goes, I'm making a joke, obviously. He just shakes his head. I said, so that's what happens. Blame the victim, blame society, don't blame the criminal. Oh my God, blame the officer, blame his mom, blame who knows what. Oh, come on. I told him, the ideal day for me when somebody came forward and on a TV show and say, or news, and say, so-and-so was accused of interior bank robbery or robbery. And he said, Your Honor, I did it. Give me my penalty. My head would explode. Why did they even say the defendant's pleading not guilty? Why did they say his attorney say he's not guilty? They all say that. That's not news. You ever hear one come forward before the trial and say, yeah, he did it. We're going to go to the judge and through the mercy of the judge and let him give me our penalty. Never. They don't do that. So anyway, here he goes. What I told you. Simple case. Detective, where were you see when you first saw him? We were going down the street, whatever street it was, 13th Street, whatever. And how far away were you? Oh, we're about maybe 30 yards or so. Okay. And then what? While they're walking, what'd you see? So the hand with the plastic on the end. And I could see it from both sides, hanging off on both sides of the hand. And he's walking, and the other hand was open, and so was the person he's walking with. Trying to show there's something different. What happened then? Well, my partner said, look at that. And so he drove across the wrong side of the street, and we crept up on him and we came up on him, and then that's when the arrest was made. Oh, he goes, you can see the look on his face. Ding! The light came on. Look around, he goes, oh, he stands up now. Again, Clarence Darrow, right? A preliminary hearing with a judge. Who gives a crap? Okay, so he goes, oh, stands up. So you're saying that you drove on the wrong side of the street to get to my defendant, my client? Yes, sir. My partner drove on the wrong side of the street. Oh, so you committed a traffic violation in order to get over to that side of the street? Yes, sir. Oh, well, okay. So you were not on the correct side of the street? Yes, sir. I'm sitting there going, 15 years of this, okay? And you give you a make-up crap book, and this is the best you can come up with? Okay, so anyway. Okay, Your Honor, so now that was his hook. He thought he had me. He goes, well, Your Honor, and after that, it's like, Your Honor, it's clear that the officers violated the law in order to get in a position to detain my client and seize the evidence. Therefore, the evidence was seized illegally, unlawful search and seizure, and blah, blah. And the DA gets the last word. It's DA direct testimony first, then cross-examination, and the DA gets to summarize because the people have to prove the case. That's how it's done in any trial, even jury trials. DA first, defense, DA gets the last chance because the DA has to prove the guilt, has to prove the case. He gets up. Your Honor, he goes, I can't believe what I'm hearing. He goes, he goes, a traffic violation to go on the wrong side of the street. They did not impede any cars. There were any pedestrians. They saw a possible felony. So they crossed over and detained them after, and then of course they threw the pills. He goes, I don't understand this at all. I don't understand. The judge goes, he goes, I'm thinking, uh-oh, here it comes, right? Here it comes. He goes, I don't understand it either. He goes, he looks at the defense attorney. That's it? He committed a traffic violation to get to your client. Is that it? Yes, Your Honor. Well, they can do pretty much whatever they want to get to your client, without other than running over people or or hurting someone to get to your client. They saw a possible felony. He even said that he was walking differently with his hand clenched, and in his expertise, he felt that there was narcotics in the man's hand in a plastic bag. The officer honestly said he thought it might have been marijuana because that's the way it's packaged. But when they came up on them and he threw it, he was surprised that it was methamphetamines. Doesn't mean that he's incorrect. He's just telling you he told the court what I thought it was based on my experience. It's not my fault. It's a different drug. What do I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay. So I ruled in favor of the people. In other words, the officer held him to answer for trial and blah, blah. You have anything else? Yes, Your Honor. I'm going to bring up some trial. It's obvious violation, a traffic violation. I looked up the section of the vehicle code. What are you, a traffic cop? You write me a ticket? Oh my God. So then it's right here. Well, judge, when you go to trial, you can bring that up. And the juries can decide whether the officers can go across the street like that. But right now, no. Held answer. Sits down. He's all upset. Because that was it. That was his whole case. Once he found out that we went across the street, I'm not going to lie. Why lie? I see something, I'm going to go get it. We're policemen. Good grief. We do a lot of weird things to get arrests. Okay, I went on a cherry picker one time, on a side note, to get some gamblers. I went up on a cherry picker in an alley and looked through a second-story window. Thrown out in court, but I tried. Okay, I'm trying. So we do a lot of weird things to get the end result. Now, some of it may not be not illegal. It's just not admissible. Okay, if it was illegal, I'd be in jail. This is it's unlawful search and seizure, which is basically you can't hold him to answer because the search was unlawful, not illegal. There's two different things there. Illegal means you go to jail for doing this, and unlawful means the case will not go and it's done. They throw the case out. That's your penalty for having an unauthorized search. The penalty is the case is thrown out. That's why we want to get it right. We don't want things to be thrown out, and then be accused of harassment and all that good stuff. So anyway, that was the case of the going the wrong side of the street, and we got in our car, my partner and I, we were working day lodge, so we went back to work after that. And we were just back from the courthouse. We had a 10-minute ride back to the station, and we were just laughing the whole time. And I said, we get back there, and I come into the office, and our boss wants to know what's going on because we were in court. And he goes, hey boss, he goes, yeah, I need a ticket book. Now remember, we're narcs. We don't write tickets. He goes, ticket book? I got to write my partner. It came out in court. He drove on the wrong side of the street, and they make a big deal about it. I'm going to write him a ticket for that. F you. Get out of my office. And we go back to work. So go back to work. This is what we do. Okay? Who cares? I should say who cares. We make our arrest. We give it to the prosecutors, and that's it. We're just sit there and testify, and we're done. We don't take anything personal. We don't get a bounty. Can't take it personal. Just doing our job. All right? All right. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.